Class, and welcome to week 3 of online learning. I want to start with 3 announcements. The first is academic dishonesty. Despite everything that's happening in our world today, this is no excuse for poor moral judgment. So even though it's really easy to copy and paste things online, even though it's really easy to share things through the internet, I want to remind you that when you're completing your work, to not share it with other students. At the same time, I also want to remind you to not put any students in that kind of position by asking them for their work so that you can use it and write it off as your own. Any cases of academic dishonesty is going to be handled swiftly, but also it's not going to be tolerated. And I also want to remind you that this will show up in your permanent record. I also appreciate those of you who reach out to email me. And I never want you to feel like when you email me that you are bothering me. I want you to understand that when you email me, it really tells me that you care about your grade. And that's the reason why you're emailing. But at the same time, I also want to remind you that when you do email me, you have to use your school email. If you're not using your school email, it's very likely that your email is going to my junk or spam folder, and I'm never going to see it. So to make sure that your teachers see your email, make sure you're always using your school-issued email. The last announcement I want to make is make sure you're always staying on top of your work. It's so easy to fall behind when you're working online. I've tried my very best and I'll continue to keep the workload very reasonable. Even though it's very reasonable, if you don't stay on top of the workload and you're procrastinating, the workload can easily build up and become very overwhelming. So make sure you guys are always staying on top of things. Let's now talk about what is due this week. And before or while we're waiting for this to load, I want you guys to know that I'm right now in the process of inputting and updating your gradebook. So if you guys aren't turning in your material, know that even though we are transitioning to online learning, that you're still held accountable because all of this is still going to go in your gradebook. For this week, there are 2 things that you're going to see here. Friday and Monday are non-school days. So I made the due dates Wednesday and Thursday this week. I know that usually I keep the due dates Wednesday and Friday, but since Friday is a non-school day, I don't want to give you any work during your 4-day weekend. With that in mind, here is what's due. On Google Classroom, there are 2 reading assignments. One is called Non-Mendelian Genetics, and the other is called Beyond Dominant and Recessive Alleles. Read both documents. And after you read it, you're going to complete a tree map, actually 2 tree maps. This is due Wednesday. The next assignment that's going to be due is ABO blood types. And this is something that I am in the process of making. And I plan to release the video. So I'm going to actually create a video to teach you about ABO blood types. This is going to be posted on Wednesday, and there's a very short assignment that's going to be following, but that will be due Thursday by midnight. So here's how I suggest you guys kind of lay out your plan for the week. Today, I suggest that you read both documents and you complete the tree map. If you get that done today, then tomorrow you can focus on your other classes and getting that work done. On Wednesday, when I post the video, your job is to open up the video, watch the video, process what's going on, and take notes if you need to. The follow-up assignment that I'm going to give you and assign on Wednesday morning is going to be a fairly short assignment. So you have that day to get that done. In the event that things come up and you can't get that done Wednesday, you also have Thursday to get that done. But I want you to also keep in mind, I just want you to keep in mind that even though there's nothing posted for this assignment on Google Classroom yet, it will be posted on Wednesday. And that is it for this video, class. I hope you guys are all doing well. And I hope that by doing these screencasts with you, I can hopefully help you guys to realize that there's actually your teacher behind the screen. And I know that it's difficult learning independently at home without your teachers being there to guide you and answer the questions that you have right off the moment and right off the bat. But I want you guys to know that we're all going through this together. So if you need help, remember, you can always email me. I respond very quickly. Just make sure you're using your school email. And that is it for today, class. I hope the rest of your week goes well.